Testing microphone 1, 2. Testing microphone 1, 2. Te- Hey everybody, Biff back with you again this morning, Monday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And a shout out to my niece, my granddaughter, not my niece, my granddaughter Clover May. She is 11 years old today. So happy birthday, Clover. And we miss you, and we hope you have a fun birthday. And there'll be some type of gift incoming today at some point. So hope you have a fun birthday. And we're thinking about you all the time, Clover. So miss you. Have a fun birthday. And let's see, where are we? Where am I? I am here. So I think I can close this. I think I'm done with that one. That one, 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 that one. I don't need that one open. Okay, I think that's the one I want. Just going to do a quick look around. Steam. Any Steam decks available? Valve? No. I think they may just remain out of stock. They said they're developing a new Steam Deck, and they just may remain out of stock until they have them available to sell. So no Steam Decks available. Let's take a quick look at our blood and gore, strong loy, intense violence. No. I played the precursor to this game, Bus Simulator 21, I think it was. I played that, I believe, on stream back in when I first started streaming about 2 years ago. And yeah, it was okay. But basically, they've just redone it now to they've basically kind of redone 21, I think. And still, I was watching a streamer stream some this week, and still can be buggy in spots. So Global Rescue. Build your own base and take command of a firefighting, police, EMS, and SWAT operations. Thanks to real map data, you can play right in your hometown or anywhere in the world. Manage your fleet, hire staff, take on a variety of authentic operations. In which city are you taking command? Who's this by? It sounds interesting. I think I'm going to download the demo. It sounds interesting that you can manage it in any city in the world. That sounds kind of cool. Let's see. Monster Crown Sin Eater. No, thank you. Bobo Bay. Oh, no. Librarian. Tidy up the arcane library. No. Goblin Vike, the Thief Tycoon. Okay. Victoria 3, the Great Wave expansion. No. Adorable Adventures. Play as Boris, a curious baby boar who must learn how to use his nose to reunite with his family after a forest fire. Explore beautiful landscapes, track scents, and uncover secrets as you slowly reconnect with nature in this cozy animal adventure. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll follow it. It's overwhelmingly positive. Oh, no. That was this one here. Overwhelmingly positive. I didn't check the last one. The last gas station. I have been in this situation before. Let me tell you something. So I was traveling. This has got to be like 15 years ago, maybe. Yeah, I was traveling to California to see my daughter and grandson. And I got to a spot in Utah. And it's called Green River. And I was driving west on I-70. And driving west, and I had, I don't know, half a tank. This was in a Pathfinder that didn't get great gas mileage to begin with. But so I was driving west on I-70, and I passed through Green River. It said, there's a gas station, whatever. And I'm like, well, I got enough gas to get to the next gas station. Barely. So anyways, I get to the point where the dummy light is lit. And it's like, on E. I don't know how many miles later, an hour later, whatever it was. And the dummy light was coming on. I'm like, I have not seen a gas station anywhere. And so I pull over off the highway. I pull over and I see a car and I kind of wave him down. I open up my, driver's side window and I start waving at him. I say, where's a gas station? He goes, well, it just so happens that there's a gas station. He said, if you turn around and go back under the underpass and start heading north, there's a gas station it's about 12 miles up the road. And I'm like, oh man. I'm like, what is it? And I found out later, I don't know if I found out that guy told me or I found out later, there is no gas station along I-70. I think it's between Green River, Utah, and St. George, Utah. There's no gas stations on the side of the road. So I turn around, I go back under the underpass heading north off of I-70, and the light's still on. I'm like, Lord, please help me make it to the gas station because I don't have a gas can. I don't want to have to walk there and then walk back to the car and then drive back to the gas station to drop off a gas can if they even have one. And so I'm driving and it's kind of hilly terrain. And so kind of hilly terrain. And so I'm, get to the crest of a hill and I'm just coasting all the way down the hill. until I get to the bottom, until I'm going about 5 miles an hour, and then I'll give it a little gas, keep going to the next hill and down. I made it to the gas station. I don't know how much gas I was on fumes, literally on fumes at that point. And, filled up the tank with gas, got to Green River, or got to St. George. And I had just had my tires rotated for the trip. And so I think it was rotated. I don't think I bought new tires. I might have, but I think at the Costco in where's the Gypsum Costco in Colorado. I don't think I bought new tires. I may have, but I certainly had the tires rotated because I specifically stopped at the Costco in St. George to get my tires retorqued, and then drove on from there, and I was fine the rest of the way across. But I guess, yeah, there is no, I don't know, this was like I said 15 years ago, there was no gas station between Green River, Utah and St. George, Utah. And if I ever drive that way again, which I have not, I will stop and fill up my gas tank at Green River and buy water and buy some food and make sure I'm stocked up because, you never know what's going to happen. So that was interesting, to say the least. We have an ad break incoming here in about 17 minutes. We're back to the desktop with the last gas station. In a world where electric cars reign supreme, you are now the owner of an old gas station out in the wilderness. Establish trade, develop your business, and uncover the secret of this strange place in the Compact Gas Station Simulator. There's always secrets. Uncover the secret. Crop deck. Okay, that's enough of that. So let's check out the library, see if there's any updates that need to be done. I did download Global Rescue Demo. I did download an update for Eastside Hockey Manager. I did download the demo for Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. No Man's Sky has a 1.3 megabyte update, so I guess I can do that one. And then Foundry has a 12.6 megabyte update. So, yeah, that was the adventure of the don't run out of gas thing. So I might play a little bit of Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era demo. But for right now, I kind of want to show you what's been going on in Football Manager. Get back into my multi-window thing. Hopefully this still works. I think I might make this a little bit I don't know how to highlight. But I think I might make my webcam a little bit smaller and my chat window a little bit smaller so I can make the Football Manager and Out of the Park Baseball windows bigger. But we'll see. I'm not going to do that today, but that's kind of a thought that I've had of doing. So what I've been up to in Football Manager is normally the only time I play this game is when I stream. And so I play the game, like I get maybe one or two games in, one or two matches in the game, and then I don't play I play the next day, I play the next day. So I might get in between 4 and 6 matches in the 3-day window that I usually stream, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In fact, I still haven't figured out how am I going to stream when my daughter's off of school in the summertime. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go to bed really early at night when my wife goes to bed, which is fine because then we go to bed together. And I'm going to have to stream from like 4 until 7 or 8 until she gets up in the morning. And then, because she's going to want to do stuff. And it's going to be tight. It's going to be, let's just put it that way. It's going to be tight. So I'll probably be streaming on Saturday and Sunday. We'll just see. We'll see. It'll probably be like now. It'll just kind of be up in the air and stuff. But anyways, what I've been doing is since I only play a few games and then I don't play for like 5 days. I don't play for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday because Saturday, Sunday, my daughter's off school. Monday and Tuesday is family day. And so I'm not back on until the next following Wednesday. So there's 4 days I don't stream, 4 days I don't play the game. And it takes a long time to make progress in the game. So what I've done is I've gone in and I've played a bunch of matches since the last time I played. I've played, I don't know. I've played maybe 10 matches over the weekend. And you can see here we had a 9-point lead on York. We've gone on a great run of form. If you look at our calendar here. So since we got knocked out of the FA Cup by Crewe 1-0 on, I believe it was a 81st minute goal. Since we got knocked out of that cup competition, we've gone on quite a run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 unbeaten. We're 10, 1, and 0 in that period. And we've had some blowout wins, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4 clean sheets. And one of them was a blowout win against Halifax, who at the time, I think, they were the bottom of the table. We won that one 7-0. I actually got a Steam achievement because in that game we had an XG of over 5. And no, which game we were over 5? Let's go back and look. Because I did get a Steam achievement for being, maybe it was this one here. Yeah, got a Steam achievement for having an XG of greater than 5. We're at 5.38. So 34 shots, 18 on target. We did have only 8 long shots out of 34. That's about 25%. And then I'm not sure at the time, but Worthing was a pretty good team at the time. So if we look at Worthing, this is Enterprise. They're in Enterprise South. So this was the English FA Trophy 3rd round. So they're in the South. I think they were 7th in the South. So about 1 division lower than us. But yeah, we just demolished them. So you can see next we have Scarborough Athletic. They are 9th in our league. And then after that, we have Aldershot Town, who are in Enterprise South. Again, they're about 1 division below us then. So I think I'll try to get through those 2 games, and then I'm going to get into some other stuff. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be streaming because actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do the Out of the Park baseball first. There's a couple things I want to check on in there, and I've got to get First, I want to check out of the park 27 or 25. I did get a free pack. Got 3 0 packs. Okay. So my understanding is that, yeah. So perfect team is done. You can see here 1,337 days. I don't know why they have that as the next simulation. But this is out of the park 2025. So apparently they leave the perfect team part of the game. Now you can still play the single player. You can play that for as long as you want. But the perfect team part, which is kind of the live part of the game, that is over with. So let's see. Let's go with a little bit of math here. 13, 37. It's probably going to be 38, right? 1338, because we're already 7 hours. Okay. Well, 1338 divided by 356. No. 1338 divided by 364. Yeah, 4.5 years. So the perfect team part of the game is over with. And I'll show you in 27 what perfect team is. But let's go and see. We did wind up in a really good position at the end of last year. I don't know if I took a screenshot of that, but we were, we actually got in one game. In the playoffs. I didn't win the playoffs. Does it show? Does it show who won last year's competition? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, so perfect team is done, looks like. $1,337 days till the next simulation. So this is actually where I came in like 3 weeks ago. That's why I don't have any cards, even though it said that I got cards. If I come over here to my team window, show the punch list. These are the card packs that I accumulated over, 18, 19 days of playing the game. And I was able to assemble a pretty good team. I was able to assemble a pretty good team. And we did win the league the first year that I played. So sometime in the last couple of weeks, we did win the league. But this time I just didn't have enough firepower. Corey Kluber was the only perfect card I had. So, yeah, so I'll come back and check on this. I do have FM27. FM27. I do have Out of the Park Baseball 27. So I was going to say, my understanding is now is that the game is the live part of the game is available. So I bought this in 2024. December of 2024 is when I bought Out of the Park Baseball 25. I bought that in December 2024. It was pretty sure it was 24. I bought it at Christmas. It was $10 in the Steam Christmas sale. $10. So I'm like, $10. And I went in, I set up a perfect team. That's part of the what you get when you play the game. So if you play Perfect Team, you can play the single player game, which is fine. I've played some of it. It's fun. It's very in-depth. Probably the most in-depth sports simulation that I've played. You play Perfect Team. This is like single player. You play offline. You control your team. You know, you're the manager or the general manager or both. You do your trades, you do your scouting, you do your training, all this stuff. And Perfect Team is based on cards, baseball cards. So if you ever collected baseball cards when you were a kid, you'd probably like this. You can buy cards, basically. You can spend real money. I do not. But the whales win, basically. Let's put it that way. The whales, the people who do spend money, win. But I just play it for fun. And I am going to start playing the single player game at some point. I will develop a team and all that. But in this, you play, you can play in tournaments. There's tournaments daily that you can set up. You can show tournaments, show perfect drafts. The next simulation is processing. So I have a team, and let's just go in and take a look at it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we've got 4 packs that we can open. The packs are ranked basically standard pack, silver pack, diamond pack. You can also get gold packs. I don't know if you can buy gold packs. Let's go ahead and update the league. So what happens is when you first start Perfect Team, your Perfect Team, you will get 6 packs, standard packs of cards, plus 1,000 perfect points. Perfect points are what you use to buy cards. There's also a trade market, basically an auction house type of thing. But you can buy card packs, as I showed you back here. You can buy these card packs. A standard pack will cost you 1,000 perfect points. A silver will cost you 2,000. A diamond will cost you 20,000. But you can also get silver cards. So in the standard pack, you get iron and bronze cards. I think, yeah, you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting a bronze card in a standard pack, a 1 in 10 chance of getting a silver, a 1 in 50 chance of getting a gold, 1 in 150 of a diamond. A perfect card, which is rated 100 to 105 in value, is the best card in the game for that player. But I've opened up card packs, and I've opened up card packs, and for example, I've opened up regular card packs, standard card packs, and I've gotten diamond cards, gotten gold cards, got a few packs that I've opened. I've opened over 100 packs. Again, all free, part of the game. I don't spend any money on it, but I've got in one pack, even though the silver is 1 to 10, you have a 1 out of 10 chance of getting a silver card. Now, I don't know if this is per pack or per card. There's 6 cards in each pack. So I don't know if it's per card that basically gets revealed when you open up the pack, or if it's in the pack itself. I haven't Googled that to find out. But anyways, I've opened up standard packs before, and I've got 4 silvers in a standard pack. I've got gold cards. I've got diamond cards. I've yet to get a perfect card. Now, the most efficient way of doing this is to just, the most efficient way to get cards is to go to the collection missions. And the collection missions are rated difficulty. You can They're rated difficulty from 1 to 5 stars. And some of them you can sort and show based on, I only want to see only my completed missions. The way you complete missions is with your collection. So this is my collection. I have my active cards, reserve cards, and inactive cards. These are the three types of basic types of cards. You can inactivate cards. You can put cards on your reserve list. You can put cards in your active list. So I have 1,259 players among my cards. And then if I go here, I click off that, I click off reserve. I have 1,136 players that are player cards that are inactive. Now you can reactivate these cards if you want to use them. You can also use these cards to complete missions. If the card is locked, it's because you've used it to complete a mission, and that card can no longer be sold, or you can't sell it. It's locked to your team, basically. You can activate it and use it in a a tournament, or you can use it in your lineup for one of your teams, but you can't sell it. There are ways to get rid of locked cards, and that is with using a locked card to try to upgrade a variant card. So anyways, active cards, reserve cards. So basically what I do when I open up a pack of cards, the first thing I do is I go in and I look at my reserve cards, and I just look at all the reserve cards that are like bronze right now. I would probably keep most of the silver cards active. It doesn't really matter because you can deactivate cards at will. So if you're looking for a card, the best thing to do, looking for a specific card in your deck, the best thing to do is just make sure you're looking through the whole deck, your whole deck of cards. Now, I don't think anybody could actually hold all these cards in one hand, at least nobody who lives on Earth currently. But so anyways, your active cards are always going to be at 26. Normally you're going to active players are players that you can create lineups with, pitching lineups and batting lineups. Normally you have 13 batters and 13 pitchers in your team. And then reserve cards are what you use as a reserve area to possibly bring in to bring one of those. You can bring a player from your reserve roster into your active roster. First, you have to take somebody out of your active roster because you can only have a max of 26. So if you have 26 in there, you try to bring somebody into your gosh, man, it always does this. I wish the game would like save your bookmarks. It doesn't save them. Let's just go here, click on my name, click on, I want a game. Nice. Click on rosters, and then click on manage cards up here. No, click on rosters. So this is my roster of that I can build a team from. And then this is my reserve roster. So right now I have 26 players on my active roster. So if I wanted to bring a player over from my reserve roster, I would have to drag a player over to the reserve roster. And then I could drag a player from the reserve roster over to my active roster. Now, if you're in the regular season, which we are right now. We're in a new season that started up today. Looks like we're 2-2. Right now we're in third place in our division, looks like. So if you want to inactivate a player for whatever reason, you drag them over to your reserve roster. They have to stay on the reserve roster for 14 simulated days. So right now we're on April 5th, 2033 in this current season. So if I did that today, that player would have to stay on the reserve roster until April 19th. I guess then you could take them off on April 20th and move them back over. But there is that limitation. What I need to do, though, is I need to go into PT Live. I think I already have. So what PT Live lets you do, it lets you play. It's an exciting game mode where your team of live cards, there's different tiers of cards, generates rewards based on real-life Major League Baseball player performance. For the complete rules and instructions, please click the Show PT Live Rules button. A maximum of 2 perfect cards, 3 diamond cards, and 4 gold cards may be used on the roster. However, lower cards may substitute for higher spots. That is, you may use 5 diamond cards and no perfect cards. Or you could, but it has to be, lower cards can be substituted only for higher spots. So for example, instead of using 4 gold cards, you could use 9 gold cards if you wanted to, substituting 3 gold cards for the higher level diamond cards and 2 more gold cards for the higher level perfect cards. Rosters may be submitted until 50 minutes before the first game of the day, 7 a.m. Eastern Time, so that's 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time if no games are played, at which point the daily roster will lock in and copied over for the next day. Points and leaderboards are updated just after 6 a.m. each day for the previous day's games. So you do get points. This is for each player that you have in your roster. If they get a single, you get 4 points, double is 6, and these are perfect points. So again, these are things that you can use to buy cards to help you complete missions. These are things that you can do to buy cards, buy packs, which is buying packs is the least efficient way of building your card collection. Triple will get you 10, home runs are 15, hits, 25 perfect point bonus for each hit. You get starting pitchers get perfect points, relief pitchers earn perfect points, and let's see how that works. So these are the past rosters of mine. So my first one, I only got 94. My first one, I think I got 0. But the next one, I got 207 perfect points. So you can see I've earned about 1,000 perfect points over the course of the 5 days or so that I've been playing this. And my best day was not yesterday, it was Saturday. So for example, the starting pitcher, Max Meyer, had 66 perfect points. Ryan Weathers had 46. He was also a starting pitcher. Edward Bizardo had 27. So these are points that are given for those things I was just explaining: singles, doubles, triples, home runs, etc. For these players that played in actual baseball games, Major League Baseball games, on this date. So I picked these players to as my team, and they all played. Well, not all of them. Tanner Scott may not have played. He's a relief pitcher. I don't know if Brenton Doyle played or Camposano and Murakama. But these players, Jeff McNeil, Mikhail Garcia, Zach Neto, Kyle Stowers, all these players with points played in a game on Saturday, May 2nd, 2026, and they earned my team, my account in the game, 264 perfect points, 255, 207. Now, yesterday, I actually just submitted the same team. I wasn't able to get in there and do anything. So you can see, though, that Jonathan Aranda had 47. He earned me 47 perfect points. Jeff McNeil earned me 28. So I actually got 194 just by using this roster for yesterday's games. And so what I need to do is I need to set up a roster for today. And the way that we do that is we're going to come out here to MLB. I'll probably get here through I can get here through here too. So right here, you're like, well, how do I know if players are playing? Well, right here, for example, I pick only projected starting pitchers, SP. I pick them first, just to get that out of the way. So you can see here, Logan Gilbert plays for Seattle Mariners. They are playing against the Atlanta Braves today. And so what I want to do is I want to go to the MLB schedule and take a look at here's Seattle playing against Atlanta. Now, Seattle is 16-18. Atlanta is 24-10. Atlanta's really been hot. So I'm going to come over here and look in Major League Baseball. And you can do this at MLB.com. Okay, I'm going to click on OK for the cookies because I like cookies. Speaking of, so I'm looking for Atlanta, Seattle. I'm going to look at preview. Okay, so let me go up here. And then I'm going to go over here and go. I'm going to go here for right now. Let's do this. Okay. So let's come over here. So you can see here, this is my guy, Gilbert. He is pitching against Atlanta tonight. Gilbert plays for the Mariners. Richie is pitching for the Braves. Braves are hot. They are really hot. Now over here, you can see Gilbert's, he's 1-3. It's kind of like in my team. He's my best starting pitcher, but he's not very good. Even though his card is rated really highly, like 90, I think 93 it said. Even though his card's rated really highly, he just didn't have a good record last year. He is a right-handed pitcher. He's got a 403 earned run average, which means over 9 innings, he allows an average of 4 runs per game. He's got 39 strikeouts over 4 games. That's about 10 strikeouts a game. But if you look here at Gilbert, Atlanta versus Gilbert. So these Atlanta batters, this is kind of what they've done against Gilbert over the years. A couple of home runs, some RBI, home runs, runs batted in, at bats, their batting average, and their on base percentage. welcome to anybody in the stream that might be coming in, or people that are lurking in chat or whatever. So what I'm looking at is Albies at second base has a 500 average. That means out of every at bat, out of these 4 at bats, he's gotten 2 hits. He's getting, if you look at this, as like 50%. Major League Baseball doesn't round it up. They take it out to 3 decimal points. But you can see here he's batting 500, which means these, out of these 4 at bats that he's batted against Gilbert, he's got 2 hits. Baldwin, 3 at bats, he's not gotten a hit. Dubon, he's batting 214, so that means that about 25%, so about 3.5 hits out of the 14 at bats that he's faced Gilbert. So these guys, and it doesn't show if they're right or left batters. It'd be nice. I'd rather see that than the position that they play. I'd rather see, are they right-handed batters or left-handed batters? Anyways, you can see that they're not great hitters. They're not great hitters. Now, on base percentage can also include things like you get a hit, you go to the base. You get a walk, you go to first base. You get hit by a pitch, you go to first base. So there's things that will get you, an error can get you to first base. There's things that will get you on base that are not necessarily hits. So Helm has one home run, 4 RBI in 26 at bats. So now Richie doesn't have any data here for Seattle matching up against Richie. And then I also look to see, okay, they're playing at home in Seattle. Oh, but he's got 1 win. His ERA is a full run less than Gilbert. I wonder if we can look at specific stats on him. How many games has he started? He's pitched in 2 games. He's pitched over 2 games. He's pitched 12 innings. Struck out 11. And whip is walks and hits per innings pitched. So he allows one, and on average, he allows 1 walk, a little over 1 walk and 1 hit. 1 walk or hit over the innings pitched. So he's pitched 12 innings. He's allowed about 12, a combination of 12 walks and 12 hits. Innings pitched 12, hits 10, base on ball 6. So these are walks, so that's 16. So that's his whip right there. So this is the batting average of players that he's faced. The batters that he's faced combined have a batting average of about 222, which is pretty low. He's got 11 strikeouts, 6 base on balls. He's thrown 186 pitches over 12. So he's pitching about, I don't know how many per. He's given up 3 home runs, though, in 2 games. 5 runs in 12 innings. What's his ERA? 2.92. It's a tough call. How do I go back here? Oh, let's look at Gilbert. Now, normally I wouldn't go through all this. I would just kind of eyeball it real quick and go, just pick one. Because it looks like right now It looks like right now I've only got um, those few guys to select. So I do have of all the cards that I have these uh, pitchers that have projected games tonight that I can select. So did Gilbert? Have I used Gilbert before? Uh, Looks like neither one of them got me any points the last time I used them. Red Sox at Detroit. Let's look at that one. Okay, Boston's 13-20. Detroit's 17-17. So let's go back here. The game is in Detroit. So I don't know if Toll would be a good selection. It's in Detroit. Waka, Kansas City versus Cleveland. See, the game is in Kansas City. Waka pitches for Kansas City. He's 2-2 with a 3.13 ERA, 33 Ks. How does Cleveland do against? How does Waka do against Cleveland? See a lot of big numbers here. I think I just make this easy. I'll just leave these guys in here. They're my two highest rated cards. I'll just leave them in there, and then I'll go to picking positions. Now you can filter the teams when you're picking outfield players, fielders basically. You can click on this. It hides players on teams without a scheduled game. So right there you can see it hid Corey Seager because the Rangers don't have a game today. Now this is kind of what I've been running. You can have up to 2 perfect cards. You can use a maximum of 2 perfect, 3 diamond, and 4 gold cards. So right now I've got 4 gold cards. I've got 5. So I'd have to take one of them off here. McGonagall's gone up. He got upgraded because he was a silver card, like a 79 silver. So he got upgraded. So here you can also select by position. Catcher, Louis Campusano is the best catcher that I have in the game right now. This is interesting because this is the Padres at San Francisco. He catches for the Padres. Patrick Bailey catches for San Francisco. San Francisco's 13-20. The Padres are 19-13. Now let's see if I can figure that out from here. Okay, they're playing in San Francisco. So this is the home team. The home team's on the bottom. Okay. So they're playing in San Francisco. So home cooking. Let's just go in and pick. We'll leave Camposano in there. We have Devers picked for DH. Did he get me any points yesterday? He got me 15, 12. I think I need to put somebody in as DH, but I don't have a lot of DHers. You can see here I missed out on that. Maybe bring Anthony over to DH. Oh, let's see. He is... Okay, why isn't it letting me change that? Maybe take Devers out, put Anthony in. Well, I can't put Anthony in, I don't think, because he's not a DH. He's not a DH. DH is designated hitter. So I guess I have to leave Devers in there. All batters. Cancel that for now. I'll leave Devers in there, I guess. So I've got my two diamonds. Luzardo, the Phillies at Miami. The Phillies at Miami. Phillies are 13-20. Miami is 16-17. I think we'll start Luzardo. Has he gotten many points? No. I haven't played him, looks like. Let's go back here. Catcher, Campusano, first base. Aranda's been doing really good. I'm going to play him there. I'm going to play Minitaka here, Murakami here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is my 5 gold. I got 2 silvers. McNeil, athletics. So the player's injured right here, so I can't play Tommy Edman. Dylan Moore, I'm playing him at second. He get me any points yesterday? Second, Jeff McNeil. So I need to play Jeff McNeil there. Oh, they're not playing today. That's why. The Phillies are playing at Miami. So play him there at third base. Kansas City's playing at Cleveland. We'll leave him in there at shortstop. We'll leave Neto in there. Got 9 points, 3 points, 29 points. CJ Abrams got me 46 points against, I don't know who they were playing. Where's CJ Abrams? He's all the way down here. He's only a 66. He got me 46 points. I leave Neto in. Okay, left field. Stowers, we'll leave him in. Center field. Pages, we'll leave him in. Did he get me any points yesterday? I did not have him playing. I had Brenton Doyle playing. Looks like that was a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm limited to 4, right? He got upgraded. He was like a 79. Yeah, sometimes they'll upgrade cards in the game. Who do I want to take out? Campusano got me any points? I'll try Patrick Bailey. Bailey? Which Bailey? Well, this is Mr. George Bailey. So I got my 4. Right field. I'm going to keep DeLauder in there. I think DeLauder got me some points recently. Yep, 66 points right here. 23 right here. He's proving to be better than Roman Anthony in right field. Okay, so we got Devers as DH. Which is interesting, though, because when you come down here and you click on DH, it only shows one DH card that I have. And you can't put a player in that position unless they fit in that position, basically. So, and then my relievers. Has Tanner Scott got me any points? 45. I'll leave Tanner Scott in there then. Jack Dreyer. Did he get me any points? Buzardo, 27. Okert, Scott, Strom. How about Riley O'Brien? I might leave Dreyer in there. He plays for the Dodgers. And I think the Dodgers are probably the hottest team in baseball right now. They usually are. Yeah, 20-13 against Houston. So I think I'll leave both of the relievers in. Of course, I don't know if I want to leave both relievers in there. St. Louis, what's their record? (20-13). Let's try Riley O'Brien. Tanner Scott pitched yesterday. Okay, so we have Patrick Bailey, Murakami, Dylan Moore, Garcia, Neto, Stowers, Andy Pages, DeLauder, Rafael Devers, Aranda, McGonigal as my utility player positions, 2 starters, 2 relievers. Let's submit the live roster and hope for the best. And it'll say it'd be submitted for when? For today. Okay. You have to get in here like right now. There's 5 hours and 15 minutes and 24 seconds to submit your live roster. If you go past that time, it'll be submitted for the next day. So that's what happened to me yesterday. Because you can see this is my, I'll be right. I'm back. And we'll go back to 27. Yeah, it's just somebody calling about our car that was in a car wreck and got totaled. And they said that they got notification, I guess, back when the car got totaled, like 6, 7 months ago, that the check engine light had come on and some other stuff had come on. And so they were just calling me to find out if everything was okay with the car. And I'm like, your 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. And I'm like, we don't own that car anymore. It was in a car accident, got totaled. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got that team submitted. I mean, you keep your fingers crossed because you don't have any control over any of this stuff. That's why I don't do any sports betting. I'm not going to bet that Munetaka Mirakama Kami has, you know, he hits for the cycle tonight. I'm not going to wager on that because I have no control over that. So why would I wager any money on it, you know? That's why the Mensa book of casino gambling will tell you the worst kind of bet that you can make is a sports bet because you have no control over the outcome of the event. So, and people have lost money for one thing because if you follow sports at all, uh, baseball players, I don't know every single sport, but they've been accused and in some cases convicted of throwing games, you know? And so I don't bet on sports. Now I may wager like a beer or something on a pool game, or I wagered something a long time ago. This guy wanted to play me in a game of pool for my sunglasses. I said, "Yeah, sure." I said, what do I get? What do you give me if you lose?" He said, "Well, I'll play you for your sunglasses. If I win, I get your sunglasses." Because my sunglasses on the side here had an ABC logo, ABC Television Network logo. I got them somewhere in a grocery store, I think. He said, "Well, I get your sunglasses and I'll give you $5." Well, at the end of the game, I was $5 richer. So, but I don't wager. I don't gamble. Okay, so that's set. Let's go into uh, our perfect team roster here. We do need to download the new league file. I want to continue with the current roster. Yes, I do want to do that. We lost to the Moon Buggies 6-4. Now that's pretty cool because you can replay the game. You can just look at the highlights. You can look at the box score, which if anybody's familiar with baseball at all, you know what a box score is. My pitching is, you can see here, Gilbert, the guy that we just had pitching today for Arizona. He pitched 5 innings in our game. He gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, gave up a walk, had 5 strikeouts, gave up a home run, pitched through 96 pitches. His earned run average over the course of a 9-inning game, if he had pitched all 9 innings instead of 5 innings, his average would have been that he would have given up 9 runs. And then Satchel Paige comes in and he gives up another. Did he give up a run? No, he didn't give up a run, but this is his earned run average this season. So you've got these, you can also look at the game log, which will tell you pretty much pitch by pitch what happened in the game. You can look at, like I said, the highlights. So you can hear the ambiance of the game. Now I do have this set up for, oh, you know what I don't have in here? The game audio. Stream audio. Well, that's something I'll have to look at. I'll have to look at that later. Okay, so we got the game here. You can click on continue. And it gives you like a play-by-play up here of what's happening. It's not great graphics. And just like in Football Manager, the graphics can kind of, they don't really line up necessarily with what you're seeing in the play-by-play here. But it looks like we took a 1-0 lead in this game. Hit any key or click mouse to continue. So over here, you can see the box score of the game log. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Game. If you click on one of these, it takes you out, and then you have to click on. You have to click again on to restart the highlights. So these are the Moon Buggies. This is their pitcher. This is Muss, the Mile High Mets. This is our player that's at bat right now. You can see down here, this is Eddie Collins. The pitcher for the Moon Buggies is Jeff Hoffman. We've got the box score down here. So you can do a quick at bat. You can do quick until runners in scoring position. That's what RSIP means. You can do a quick half inning. You can do a quick play until the next inning, the second inning, whatever you want to do a quick as. Or you can just hit continue and it'll go to the pitch where there's some action, I believe. So he did hit in a runner. I guess we had a guy on second. So Collins got a double on that play there. And so, yeah, so it shows right here. That was Benson, I guess, actually. Oh, Benson got on base too. Now, we'll show you that in the box score, or it'll show you that in the game log. So right now we have, it's not a good representation because, actually bases are loaded. Because the colors of the teams, green and darker green. We are the darker green. So right up here, you can see it's a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's only 1 out. The bases are loaded, and up is Eddie Roush. He's one of our best hitters, actually. He doesn't strike out. You can see average K, AVK, is 171. The higher that number, the better chance they have of not striking out. But he doesn't have a lot of power. His power is only 68. He doesn't have a great eye, so he doesn't walk that much. And his BABIP is 82, which BABIP is batting average of balls in play. So that means when he actually gets the ball into the field of play, what's his batting average or what's his rating? His rating's an 82. So let's see what he can do. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch. He hits it right up the middle. That's going to score a couple of runs. They're going to go in to home. Goes into home, but the runner is safe. So the Mets scored 2 more runs. So right now, again, we've got a full count. This is actually their top of the inning. They've already scored 1 run. So this is the Moon Buggies top of their top of the inning. We're the home team. The home team always bats second. And right now it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, runners on second and third in the form of Ian Happ and Marcell Ozuna, and Spencer Horowitz is the batter. So let's see what happens. Hits that one to first. He gets a force out at first, and then that's it. Another run scores. So right now you can see there's a runner on first. Carlos Churro. They did score a run, so now they got 2 runs. Oh, now we're at the top of the 3rd inning. Anyways, that's the game. And it's fun. The main thing with this game is stats. People love the stats. So we got 4 packs here. Let's open them up and then we'll go do something else. So you can see there's a variant. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iron cards. So iron cards go from 40 to 59. Bronze cards go from 60 to 69. Silver cards go from 70 to 79. Gold from 80 to 89. Diamond from 90 to 99. And 100 to 105 are perfect cards. So let's see what the variant card is. These can actually be pretty good. This is a low-level variant, Tyler Anderson, and it's actually a duplicate card. You can see down here, it'll tell you if the card is duplicate. That means you already have one of these cards in your collection. And so you don't really need to keep it. So what I usually do is I just sell them. This card, the average price, sales price over the last 10 sales is 7 perfect points. The current lowest sell order is 10. I could put in a sell order for, I'd have to put in for at least 6, or I can just quick sell it for 5. Now, my understanding is the way this works is that sell orders are matched up to buy orders. So, for example, if I put in a sell order for 6, then this card would not sell until somebody wanted to pay. Actually, it might sell to this person right here that's willing to pay 10. No, because otherwise, the way this works is the game matches up sell orders to buy orders. So the sell order has to be at least lower than, I believe, or the buy order has to be lower than the sell order. If somebody's willing to pay 10 and somebody puts it up for 6, then this person that's willing to pay 10 would get the card. There might be a way to see that here in some of these. Again, this is the same thing. It's not even worth putting up because you can only have a total of 100 cards up in the auction house at one time. You can't have just unlimited cards. You can see there's no buy orders on any of these. So it's such a low, the margins are so low, it's not even worth putting it up. Just sell it outright. I've got this card as a duplicate. I'm going to keep that one because I might be able to use it to upgrade another duplicate card or another variant card. I might be able to use this card to upgrade another variant. You can see you can upgrade to 5 stars, and every time you upgrade it, the stats go up. So the first upgrade, the stats would go up 2 each on these. So I think I'm going to hang on to that card. And again, card's not really worth that much. Okay, let's open up the next pack. We get a gold card. Now you saw the chances of us getting a gold card, I think were like 1 in 50. But we do get a gold card. Let's see what it is. High gold. 87. Pete Alonso, first baseman for the Baltimore Orioles. And 87 is a pretty good card, a pretty high rated card. And I don't have a duplicate of that in my deck. So let's see again, very low value cards here. Low value. Nobody's even bothered putting them up. Also, this card is not part of any of your active collection missions. If it was, if it's a duplicate, you don't need to hold on to it. You can use your cards in multiple collection missions. So we can see here, this is a higher price card. Somebody's selling it for 26. The average sales price over the last 10 sales is 27. The current lowest is 28. I could put it up for 26, but there's no buy orders for it even at 28. So I'm just going to get 25 perfect points for it, and that'll be the end of it. But I'll have to check on this card to see if I can use him in my lineup. Okay, these are all 6 duplicates here, and they're probably all going to be the same thing. Very low value cards that I'm just going to wind up selling. Now this one's 41. I'm probably going to put this one up for 33. I like to do just, I'll just sell it for 33 because the lowest sell order is like 41. And that way I don't have to fumble around the keyboard. I just hit the same number twice and sell it and put it up for sale. Okay, this one's 26. The average price over the last 10 sales is 52. The current lowest sell order is 65. I'm going to put it up for 55. This one's 18. Probably not even worth putting it up for 11, but I will. And again, 6 and 7. Okay, let's open up the next pack. We have what, 1 pack left? Again, bronze and iron cards. 26. Let's go 33. The average price, sales price for the last 10 is 125. The current is 100. So let's go 88. I mean, these duplicates. There's some cards, the average price is 8 perfect points, and you have people put them up for 1,000 because they're part of a collection. And they know people are trying to collect these cards so they complete the collection. Completing collections is probably the most efficient way of complete the mission. But in this case, it's part of 2 missions, but it's not. I mean, I'll put it up for 6 because it might help somebody else complete a mission. Do I really want to do that? Not really. Do I want people to get better cards than I do potentially? No. Okay, this is the same. There's no buy orders up for it. How much would this one sell for? It's part of a mission, so I don't want to sell it because it's not a duplicate. And we're all out of packs. Ads are starting. I'm going to take an ad break. So even though I've clicked on OK, it's not counting down closing because it's waiting to see if I've sold any cards, I think. There's this issue when I just put cards up on the auction house. It's kind of waiting to see. You can see I did get this. Opened over 100 packs, and they've all been free packs. I don't pay for packs. Let's download the new league file, see where we are in the league. We lost our last game against the Moon Buggies. I want to keep using the current roster. I'll take a look at that here in a second. We lost again to the Moon Buggies. And I think probably because we have lousy pitching. And I've heard streamers say the same thing. Pitching is really suspect in this game. You can see in how many games How many games have we played? We've played 6 games. We're 2-4 in the last 10. We've lost 2 in a row. But again, you can look at this and go, okay, what's the expanded standings? Supermassive black hole. I think the reason they call themselves supermassive black hole is because perfect cards, the color of perfect cards is black. So if you look at their roster, you can see we got one black card there. I think the last time that I saw them and looked at their roster, they had like 6 or 7 perfect cards. So they might be, I mean, I don't want to say that they're sandbagging people, just to get him to think, oh, this guy's not, he's only got one perfect card. My team could beat him. Not necessarily. But let me show you. Charlotte Sailors, they're 5-1. But the thing that, in my opinion, the thing that's really suspect in this game is the pitching. The pitching just isn't great. Let me try to find one. Let's see. Let's go back. Can I find one? Can I find a team that's got a lot of... yeah, this one's got 2 perfect cards. That's the team that we're playing. They've got 2 perfect cards in their roster. This team does not. But anyways, in the playoffs last year, I was playing against teams that had like, 6, 7 perfect cards, which are the best cards in the game. So it's kind of the same thing with anything like that. So let me go ahead and look at I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the bench coach for the staff. And then I'm going to ask the bench coach for the bullpen. Didn't change anything. Now at first I have Devers. Now I did draw that. Okay, I'm going to take a quick ad break, guys, and hopefully be back in a couple of minutes. And thanks for watching. I'm just trying to find a good spot for this because I haven't set this up yet. Let's see. Come back over here. Let's go here and take a break. And I'll be back shortly, hopefully. I just sold a card for 79 perfect points. You can see up here. So, okay, I'll be back shortly. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be right back. My wife said she's heading home. I'm going to go and lock the door for her. Okay, I'm back. Oh, let's see. Um, let's go with. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. We sold a card for 30 perfect points. So you sell cards, and there is a 10% tax. So it looks like we sold that card for 33, and then we were taxed 3. Um, we were taxed 3, so we got 30 perfect points for it. I don't know why they do this tax thing. I really don't. It's like, where does the tax money go? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I want to go to, you see up here we have 15 minutes and 5 seconds before to submit our team before our next simulation. I want to look at rosters. So we found this guy, Pete Alonso, first base. Looks like he's only rated a 56. He's a good hitter. And I think really in this game, I think hitting is the most important thing. And hitting with power is the most important thing. So our current first baseman is Rafael Devers. And he is, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on Rafael. We're going to go over here and we're going to go, okay, let's compare him with Alonso, the guy that we just looked at. So Alonso's got a lot more power. Even in contact, he's better. Alonso's better at avoiding Ks, which are strikeouts. His Devers' eye is only a little bit better, but you can see here only a little bit better eye, or only a little bit better contact versus left-handed pitchers, and he's got a little bit better BABIP against left-handed pitchers, but Alonso is by far the better power hitter. A little bit better on the base paths. And you can see that's the difference between 90 and an 87. Now, if we look down here at defensive ratings, his rating at first base is a 74 for Devers. Rating at first base is 56 for Alonso. But this is something you have to keep in mind. This is something you have to keep in mind. You have to look at their positions. And at first base, right now, we have 2 players that can play first base. Devers can play first base and he can also play third base. So you have 8 fielding positions in a baseball game. You've got catcher. Well, 8 fielders, not including pitchers. You've got catcher, you've got first, second, shortstop, third, and then 3 outfielders. That's 8 infield, outfield players. So you've got, generally speaking, you've got 13 players on your active roster to cover those 8 positions, which means you've got 5 extra players for being utility, backing up. Oh, look at this. I don't have anybody playing first base. Why isn't Devers in there? Game. See, this is what I'm saying when I set up. Let me ask my bench coach to set up everything. But see, the problem is bench coaches will also go, okay, well, now see, this is what the bench coach did. This is what I did yesterday. So as catcher, we have Murray. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to bring over, because Devers is only playing first base. He's not backing up any of the other players. He's not backing up any other players, either right-handed or left-handed. So I'm going to go back over into my cards here. We know where Pete Alonso is. We want to take Rafael Devers out. And you can see, do you really want to move Rafael Devers to the reserve roster? He will have to remain there for at least 14 simulated days, okay? And then we're going to bring Alonso over. We're going to come back up here to lineups. We're going to go to right-handed pitching. We're going to put Alonso in at first base. I could have moved Giambi over. Giambi can play left field also. And he can also play third base like in a pinch. Whereas Devers could only play 2 positions. Let's see Giambi. Compare him with Alonso. So you can see his batting overall is better. And I think his fielding's better also. Yeah, he's rated better at first base. So probably what we'll do, contact, minimally better. BABIP versus left-handed. He's definitely better against left-handers. So what we're going to do is we're going to come on over here to our lineups. We're going to have Pete Alonso in the lineup versus first base. He's in left field. So we want to have him in the lineup against we got Giambi playing against left-handers. You can also look at those ratings right here, batting stats or batting ratings. So here we can look at power versus left-handed pitchers is the same. But Giambi's got better contact, better BABIP. His gap power is a little, let's see. His contact versus left-handed pitchers is better than Alonso's. Alonso's got better power against left-handed pitchers. But Giambi's got better contact, better BABIP. better gap power. So, well, let me see. I'm going to take this out of here. You can change these. You can change these to basically show you whatever you want. I don't want to see, I just want to see their power and their eye and all that stuff against left-handers and right-handers. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay. I don't need this in there either. Customize. I don't need to see their status. All right, so I don't need to see their Ks. Oh, this is avoid Ks. I don't need to see that. So you want to see contact against contact versus righties, contact versus lefties, BABIP versus righties versus lefties, gap power versus righties versus lefties, power versus righties versus lefties, eye versus righties versus lefties. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Here is Giambi. Here's Alonso. So I need to submit this. So basically, I want Giambi in against lefties. Because it's kind of marginal. Alonso's got more power against righties. Giambi's down 79. So I want Alonso pitching or playing against right-handed pitchers. I want Giambi playing against left-handed pitchers. I do need to get a DH in here. So probably when Alonso power against lefties. Probably Will Benson. I could put so put BABIP versus righty lefties. These older guys they don't have much power. They've got good contact, so they can make contact with the ball, but they just don't have a lot of power to like hit the ball necessarily even out of the infield. So gap power means what's their chances of hitting it through a gap, like between the first baseman and the second baseman, or between the shortstop and the third baseman to get it into the outfield, to create chances for doubles and triples. Well, let's come over here and do this again. Create this. Okay, I want Alonso to be playing on first. Who is supposed to fit in here for a second? Shortstop. Who's my shortstop? left field, right field, center field, third. Where's my second base first? Second, third, shortstop, left field, right field, center field, catcher. Where's my DH? Roush. Um, do that. We'll submit the team. So against right-handers, you want right-handed batters. Well, this is baseball mythology, I think. Um, People, I guess, tend to think that right-handed batters hit better against right-handed pitchers. And so right-handed pitchers have an advantage over left-handed batters. So some managers want to have a right-handed against a left-handed matchup. They call those matchups. And the same thing with left-handed. So if you want to match up, you want to match up your right-handed pitchers with your left-handed batters on the other team. So there's three lefties in that lineup. 1, 2, 3, only 3 lefties in that lineup. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lefties. See, I'm gonna have to set this up myself. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 righties, but we've got the same batters: Collins, Giambi, Anthony. Collins, Giambi, Anthony. We have the same left-handers in here. And we've got 4 of our top contact hitters are lefties. So we need to get more lefties in the lineup. So that's kind of it. My wife's home, so I think I'm just going to call it here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow, probably to play. Well, not tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, to play a little bit more of this. Just kind of see how we're doing in the league. So right now, okay, I'll be right up. She's got a story to tell me about her trip because she was using GPS and she's not really familiar with the part of town that she went to. So, um, so your team doesn't necessarily play every day either. If you look at your home screen here, so you can see we lost yesterday. So right now it's simulating our game for today, Thursday. So Thursday, April, whatever it is. Thursday or Friday, April 8th. And yesterday it looks like we lost to the Moon Buggies again. What's our I'll be back in just a second. Another call from my but a car that we used to own. Yeah, so that's going to be it for me for today. Let me check and see what the league standings are. I think I was just looking at that, right? Go with just the standings. Yeah, we're still sitting in fourth, 2.5 games back. And I will bet you, I'm going to look at a quick line score here. Okay, let's see our pitching. Luzardo started. He's 0-2, 5.1. He only gave up 1 run. I mean, our pitching staff pitched pretty well, but well, hopefully changing up these will help. Maybe I'll work on that a little bit later also, because I play this on my laptop, and this is basically a server game. It's everything's stored on the server side. And so I'd be able to play this on my laptop maybe a little bit later today and just kind of try to get these lineups set, because I got too many left-handed batters. I should have more left-handed batters against left-handed pitchers according to mythology. And I think the game kind of runs on mythology. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Oh, Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. And we'll see you next time. Have a great day.